أنفسنا وأنفسكم ثم نبتهل فنجعل لعنة الله على الكاذبين. إنما وليكم الله ورسوله والذين آمنوا الذين يقيمون الصلاة ويؤتون الزكاة وهم راكعون. وقرن في بيوتكن ولا تبرجن تبرج الجاهلية الأولى وأقيموا الصلوات وآتينا الزكاة وأطعنا الله ورسوله إنما يريد الله ليذهب عنكم الرجس أهل البيت ويطهركم تطهيرا. حرمت عليكم الميتة والدم ولحم الخنزير وما أهل لغير الله به والمنخنقة والموقوذة والمتردية والنطيحة وما أكل السبع إلا ما ذكيتم وما ذبح على النصب وأن تستقسموا بأولي الأزلام ذلكم فسق. اليوم يئس الذين كفروا من دينكم فلا تخشوهم واخشون. اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم وأتممت عليكم نعمتي ورضيتكم الإسلام دينا. فمن اضطر في مخمصة غير متجانف لإثم فإن الله غفور رحيم. أم يحسدون الناس على ما آتاهم الله من فضله فقد آتينا آل إبراهيم الكتاب والحكمة وآتيناهم ملكا عظيما.
With no family, he calls out proudly. With no family, he calls out proudly. Ya Ali, Ali, Ya Ali, Ya Ali, Ali, Ya Ali, Ya Ali, Ali, Ya Ali, Ya Ali, Ali, Ya Ali. If I had 1,000 sons, I would name them all Ali. The eye never lies, written on our eyes. We'll never leave Ali, even if every eye dies. To prove we're with Ali, we swear it by Ali. If I had 1,000 sons, I would name them all Ali.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. My dear young brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum jami'an wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are commemorating the shahadat of our master, our commander, our leader, Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib, salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi, the successor to the Holy Prophet of Islam, Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. And as we commemorate the shahadat of Imam Ali, I hear that you are all deciding to go green. And I think this is a fantastic initiative. And today I'd like to give you some inspiration from Imam Ali alayhi salam about going green. There's a very actually well-known narration of Imam Ali alayhi salam in Nahj al-Balagha. And it's used for a different purpose, but today I'm going to use it to inspire you. When Imam Ali alayhi salam was once approached by his brother Aqil, who asked him for some favor, some money from the public treasury because he was suffering. Obviously now the money in the public treasury is not meant to be used for personal use. So Imam Ali can't give that money to his brother Aqil, even though Aqil is struggling. Aqil comes to Imam Ali and asks him for some of that money. He says, you're the commander, you're the leader, you have all the money of the country at your disposal. Give me just a little bit, I'm struggling. And Imam Ali says he was indeed struggling, but what he was asking me for was incorrect. And so what he did was he got something quite hot, a hot iron. He put it next to Aqil, and Aqil screamed. And he said, oh Aqil, you can't take the fire of this world. What about the fire of the hereafter? Then later on in the same passage in Sermon 222 of Nahj al-Balagha, Imam Ali says, by Allah, if I was given everything in the seven heavens and all that is underneath it, to disobey Allah to the extent of taking a grain of barley from an ant, I would never do it. If you gave me the entire universe just to take a grain of barley from an ant, I wouldn't do it. Now everyone uses this to show the justice and the uprightness of Imam Ali alayhi salam, and indeed this is one of the lessons we must take. However, why does Imam Ali give the example of taking a grain of barley from an ant? If an ant doesn't actually matter, why does Imam Ali have to use this example? And we know Imam Ali is not vain when he uses an example. Imam Ali doesn't use an example for no reason or use an example just for fun. Rather, Imam Ali was perhaps adding an extra emphasis here, using this beautiful overall objective of justice to show us that justice is not just between human beings, but justice is to the environment and to the animals as well. This is why even when it comes to warfare and fighting, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi would stipulate that we should try our best not to destroy lands and destroy trees and forestation, because they are important for the environment. They are important in purifying the air that we breathe. Even coronavirus, according to many scientists, is because of people who misused the animals or ate the wrong type of animals, or our misuse of the environment causing animals to gain mutations that give us viruses like this. Showing that our interaction with the environment, our interaction with the animal kingdom overall is going to affect us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us as stewards of the creation, as individuals who are meant to look after the creation. Ask yourself, when you throw rubbish into a sea, are you not perhaps going to affect the fish? When you throw rubbish onto the land and you pollute the environment, are you not going to affect an ant or affect some animals? When we, for example, rip apart trees, or when we destroy some areas in the park, are we not going to affect the food of some animals? It's upon us to think and ask ourselves, the actions that we do, they may affect the environment around us, and ultimately that's only going to affect us as well. Islam taught us that we need to be in perfect sync, in perfect equilibrium with our environment and with the animal kingdom, such that even taking a grain of barley from an ant is injustice and disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as Amir al-Mu'mineen says. And so on this day, on this night, when we commemorate the shahadat of Ali ibn Abi Talib salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi, he taught us that even taking a grain of barley from an ant is injustice, meaning we must, to the best of our abilities, go green and try to be good to the environment and be good to the animal kingdom, not necessarily going against them, not necessarily doing anything to harm them. And we must understand that harming them will only result in harming us. And therefore going green isn't just a thing which is good and nice, rather it is a responsibility upon all of us, inshaAllah. And so as we commemorate the shahadat of Imam Ali alayhi salam, I pray that we all find the tawfiq from Allah to go green and to be better to the environment around us, inshaAllah. Wa akhir da'wana an alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين.
Protecting the environment is very important, especially nowadays with climate change going on. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, plant a tree, even if it's your last deed. Planting a tree is also sawab jariyah.
You shouldn't be doing that, Zachary. Say recycle. What that means? It means to use things until you can't use them ever again. Why is that a problem? Because do you know where paper comes from? Trees? Yes. Paper takes a long time to rot into the earth. What that important of? Plastic is a big problem, mainly because it cannot be recycled. It takes years to rot and then it's still there. Forever and ever useful, but is evil. Why that problem? Because the plastic ends up in the ocean and gets eaten by the animals and then they die. But you can help by reusing things, and when the imam comes back, you can tell him about it and become one of his soldiers. Yay! Oh no, the light is rusting, so I need to close it. Hello, today I'm going to be talking about Hyderi Goes Green. Firstly, we are going to talk about the bins. So, the brown bin is food waste, the green bin is plastic and glass, the blue bin is for paper and cardboard, and the black bin is for anything else which shouldn't be very much. When we are going out, we could use paper and cardboard plates. But that is bad for the environment. So you can easily take your own plate and spoon and fork and knife, and you can eat with your own. And then you can come back home and wash it easily. That would be saving the environment. Secondly, everyone likes their Friday night pizzas. We can order it online, but it's not good for the environment. Firstly, it comes in lots of cardboard boxes, which is not good. Secondly, we have to drive there, and that is also not good because the fuel is going up into the oxygen, which is bad for the air. So now I will show you how to make a little pizza of your own. Here we are inside, and now I'm going to show you how to make your own pizza dough. First, you need some flour. You put it you put it in a cup, and then you can put it matters how much actually pizza dough you want to make, how much flour you put. So I'm going to put it into my bowl. And now I'm going to put some yogurt in. And not so much, otherwise it'll get too sticky. Okay, so you just put a little bit of yogurt. And then you can mix it, but with your hands. I think that was too little yogurt. Now you have to, after you roll it out with a rolling pin, put tomato sauce, and then you can put your own toppings. So now you need to flour your base so the dough doesn't stick. The dough doesn't stick. And spread it on your board. Get your dough and flatten it out. You need to flatten it out first, and then you use your rolling pin and roll it so it gets flatter. If it's too thick, it won't cook properly. So you need to make it thin, but not too thin, so it doesn't break. Then you have to have an adult to help you. Put some oil in your frying pan, and then you can put your dough in the frying pan. Put your dough in the frying pan so it cooks. So it cooks really nice. In 2 minutes you'll have a nice pizza base, and you're not going to damage the environment. Within 2 minutes you have your pizza base. Then you need to put on your tomato sauce and whatever toppings you like. But I'm just going to have it as bread.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Rashid, and I'm going to be telling you about the recycling. My mum cooked so many food and she made this giant mess. I think so I should put it in the food bin, in the compost bin. This tin can it's metal, so it has to go in the recycling bin. These cardboard stuff have to go in the paper bin because they're cardboard, and cardboard is paper. My mom and dad love drinking tea, so that's why. Did you know that if you have 6 tea bags, you can recycle it for 1 electricity, 1 boiled hot water from the kettle, and remember to switch your lights off when you're not using it. Thank you. Bye.
Salam everybody! Welcome to Hyderi Goes Green. Today, I'm going to be telling you how to keep your environment clean and healthy. We produce far too much plastic a year in our households because we're buying all of our fruits and veg. Instead, you can do something just as easy. Plant your own seeds. So you just need to get a container like this. You've got your seeds, sprinkle a bit of soil, and then cover it up and put the seeds in first before you cover it up. In a week or two's time, you'll have your own. Last year, we planted a lot of things and they all came out very well. So you got salad leaves, onions, beetroot. We had some amazing radishes. You can plant courgettes, they were also really good. We had tomatoes. We also had carrots, which we haven't planted yet, but we're definitely doing it this year. Also, we planted parsley and lettuce. Last year we grew, this is our pepper plant, yeah? We've got loads of really yummy peppers from it. There's a new one here. We've got our raspberries. We have our strawberries right there. Our plum tree, apple tree, and we have a pear tree. Well, I hope you have fun growing your seeds. Khudafis.
So today I'm going to show you how to be green by planting sunflower seeds. So this one is the one I'm using. I don't know if you can eat it, but I've got a spade. Now I'm going to go over to the soily bit, somewhere like just here, and there I'll move it quite far. There I go. Now I'm going to dig a hole, make sure there's no rocks gets in. It will also make it hard for it to grow. I'll make sure it's unseeable. Then I won't show you the watering part. We'll do it a bit later. So you won't see the watering part, but in a few months it'll grow into a fully grown sunflower. You won't know how tall it will be because it might be reaching over the sky.
Assalamu alaikum. Today I am going to talk about how to keep the environment clean. You see across there is my house, and right where I am here, there's lots of litters over there. And Allah has given us a nice pretty world which we should take care of and not litter on. Across my house there is this beautiful common which is dirty and has lots of litters over here, over there, and like over here around, and that tissue over there, which now we won't litter. We should also take care of the beautiful world Allah has given us. So if you want to put your rubbish in the bin. Good Hafiz.
Imam Jafar Sadiq salam has said there's no joy unless three things are available: clean fresh air, abundant water, and fertile land. Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Muhammad Muslim. I will show you 6 different ways how to be a defender of the earth. I am a defender. Are you a defender? Prophet Muhammad salam has said, preserve the earth because it's your mother. We should not waste water and make sure the tap is fully closed. When we are brushing our teeth, we make sure the bottles are running. Holy Quran says in Surah Araf, and waste not by excess, for Allah loves not the wasters. All tin can, newspaper, plastic should go into a recycle bag and not in a bin. This will be recycled again to save the trees and the earth. Remember, Prophet Muhammad has said, preserve the earth because it's your mother. We love our mother, don't we? Number 3 is planting a tree. Plant as many trees as possible so we can have fresh, clean air. Imam Ali alayhi salam, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad has said that it's a blessed act to plant a tree. When you go shopping, buy the things that are made out of recycled materials. Number 5. The easiest way to save the earth is by turning off the light when they're not in use. Number 6. I love walking or riding a bike to stop pollution from cars. Let's all be a defender of the earth. Let's go green.
Right, now I'm going to take all my extra recycling and I'm going to take it into the dump yard now, where we're going to be putting it into non-recyclable waste. This is where all the stuff goes in that doesn't get recycled fully. These are boxes. These will go in the boxes. Now I'm going to find the box bay. Can you help me find the box bay? Where are the boxes? I have no idea. Oh, there they are, the cardboard. Can you see? This is where all the cardboards get recycled. These are going to be all our bottles and cans all to recycle. We're going to put that into the recycling bin, which is down there. Here we've got the mixed bottles and jars that will go in there, and we've got the plastic bottles that go in that bin. The tins are going to go inside the scrap metal. Right, I've done my bit. Have you done yours? Now I've got some books at Saddam's, not anymore, and all of these they don't want anymore. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to now take them to the charity shop where they're able to resell them at a cheaper price, and other people can benefit from them. Right, I've done my bit for the community. What are you going to do for yours?
Assalamu alaikum. Today I'll be planting organic fruits to help the environment. What you will need is some soil, some stickers to decorate your lovely pot, and obviously a pot. And you'll need a bottle of water and obviously the seeds. Today I'll be planting the cucumbers because I love cucumbers. Now I'm going to decorate my pot with these lovely stickers. Done. Now we'll put in the soil. You put one spoonful, 2 spoonfuls, 3 spoonfuls, 4 spoonfuls, half a spoonful, and after you've done that, another 3 spoonfuls. Then you'll always remember to make a hole to put in the seeds. Then you'll now put in your Now I'll put in 2 seeds. 2 seeds is more than enough. Then you'll now put another spoonful to cover up the hole. Now you'll put the water in. Don't put a lot of water, just a little bit. Then after it's dried, you make sure to put something on top of beneath the pot, so if when we pour the water, it won't spill everywhere, it will just be on the pot. Now I'm going to tell you some facts of why it's good to planting. Planting fruits and vegetables encourage healthy eating. No packaging required to help the environment. It teaches us patience and responsibility. It's sadaqah jariyah, meaning we share with our family, friends and neighbours. All the plant needs is a little bit of sun. I'm going to put it on my windowsill in my room where the sun is shining. After 2 months inside, you'll put it in a bigger pot just like this and leave it outside. Make sure to put water in it every day. Thank you for watching. I hope your plant grows. Khadafis.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. It's the month of Shahr Ramadan, and we're now approaching the nights of Laylatul Qadr, which is so important because they're the nights of destiny, and they're the nights which the Quran was revealed to us or brought down to us. So we do the a'mal of the Quran. So you remember every year how you put the Quran on your head and you recite something and you open it up and then you say something and Bika Ya Allah, bi Muhammadin, etc., etc., and you finish the a'mal of the Quran. So we do this every year in appreciation for the Quran. Now the Quran is it's an interesting one because it's the words of Allah, but they're in our house. You can pick them up, you can read them, you can lift them, but they're the words of God. And we have 2 types of Quran. So when the Prophet passed away, he told us, I leave you behind 2 weighty things. I leave behind the Quran and the Ahlul Bayt. So, I want to explain, or I want to understand how we respect the Quran and how we respect the Ahlul Bayt. We have the Quran, which is sitting somewhere probably on your shelf. Your mom tells you to read it, you probably don't read it. I'm probably as guilty as all of you are. So, we pick up the Quran once a week when we have tuition, when Ismat Auntie has to teach us, or something along those lines. And other than that, we don't pick up the Quran. And your mum will say, oh, read the Quran, it's the month of Ramadan, or your parents, or your family, or your brothers, or everyone will try. And we don't really pay the Quran the respect that it deserves. But I'm going to ask you a question. We have two types of Quran. We have Quran as-Samit and we have Quran al-Natiq. We have the talking and walking Quran and we have the silent Quran. The one which we have in our houses is the silent Quran. It's the one we hide. It's the one we don't pay attention to. But let me ask you, because we're approaching the nights. Tonight's the night of the start of the martyrdom of Amir al-Mu'mineen, the night Imam Ali was struck. And Imam Ali is known as the walking and talking Quran. So if Imam Ali was to come to your house and ring your doorbell, alayhi salam, and he was to ring your doorbell and say, Salam, this is Imam Ali, how are you going to invite him to your house? How are you going to treat him? Are you going to tell him, yeah, 1 second, come to the guest room and leave him and just say salam to him once a week? Or are you going to go and you're going to make food for him, you're going to celebrate, or you're going to cry, or you're going to talk, or you're going to learn from him, you're going to say, Amir al-Mu'mineen, I need this, and help me with this, and help me with that. You're going to show your respect towards Amir al-Mu'mineen. You're going to show your love towards Imam Ali alayhi salam. You're going to sit down, you're going to welcome him to your home, you're going to look after him because he would be the most amazing and the most important guest that's ever come to your house. The Quran is just that. The Quran is exactly that. It is the most important guest you have in your house because it's not yours. You don't own the Quran. The Quran is a gift from Allah. And we should really appreciate and learn from the Quran. Many of us can read Arabic, but not many of us understand Arabic. But alhamdulillah, we have so many translations of the Quran. We have tafsirs of the Quran, which will help us learn what Allah is telling us. And I know it might sound crazy, but sometimes if you talk to the Quran, Allah will give you the answers from things that were written 1,400 years ago. Sometimes you have a problem. You open the Quran, the answer's right there. You don't even know it exists. You open it, you read it, and you're like, that's the answer I was looking for. So we should pay the same attention to the Quran and the same love for the Quran that we would do if any of the members of the Ahlul Bayt were to walk into our house. Take the Quran off your shelf, never let it catch dust, and give it the importance it deserves, especially in this month of Shahr Ramadan.
Ya Ali, Ali ya Ali, بولايتك يا علي بولايتك يا علي بولايتك يا علي علي يا علي يا علي علي يا علي يا علي علي يا علي روز عشيرة تاب خديرة خم محفوظ है ये मंजर ज़ामिन इसमें पैगंबर थे मिसल अबू तालिब हैदर पात जमल सिफ़ीन की हो या कंदक हो चाहे खैबर शाह मदीना शाह नजफ को देते सदाते हैं ये कहकर फता या अली मुश्किल कुशा या अली हिमदाद करो या अली अली या अली या अली अली या अली या अली अली या अली बेशक हर इमदाद जहां में जानिब रब्बे अकबर है
मुश्किल कुशा या अली इमदाद करो या अली अली या अली 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 क्यों लेते हैं ज़ैनब का नाम मुसल्ले पर क्या याद अली को आया है बाजार शाम मुसल्ले पर रो रो के अली क्यों लेते हैं ज़ैनब का नाम मुसल्ले पर रो रो के अली क्यों लेते हैं ज़ैनब का नाम मुसल्ले पर खून जारी था जख्मी सर से रोते थे नमाजी सफ में खड़े खून जारी था जख्मी सर से रोते थे नमाजी सफ में खड़े किस तरह हसन ने रो रो कर की फजर तमाम मुसल्ले पर रो रो के अली क्यों लेते हैं ज़ैनब का नाम मुसल्ले पर रो रो के अली क्यों लेते हैं ज़ैनब का नाम मुसल्ले पर क्या माँ की तरह लेने तुमको मस्जिद में चली आए ज़ैनब क्या माँ की तरह लेने तुमको मस्जिद में चली आए ज़ैनब बाबा को जाकर है दो फिजा मेरा पैगाम मुसल्ले पर रो रो के अली क्यों लेते हैं ज़ैनब का नाम मुसल्ले पर रो रो के अली क्यों लेते हैं ज़ैनब का नाम मुसल्ले पर जख्मी पहलू जब याद आया जख्मी पेशानी भूल गया जख्मी पहलू जब याद आया जख्मी पेशानी भूल गया ज़हरा की मुसीबत पर रोया मजलूम इमाम मुसल्ले पर रो रो के अली क्यों लेते हैं ज़ैनब का नाम मुसल्ले पर रो रो के अली क्यों लेते हैं ज़ैनब का नाम मुसल्ले पर ये पहली फजर है ज़ैनब की सजदे में सुकून मिलता ही नहीं ये पहली फजर है ज़ैनब की सजदे में सुकून मिलता ही नहीं दिल डूबता है आता ही नहीं एक पल्ला राम मुसल्ले पर रो रो के अली क्यों लेते हैं ज़ैनब का नाम मुसल्ले पर रो रो के अली क्यों लेते हैं ज़ैनब का नाम मुसल्ले पर दीवारे काबा बैठ गई अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह में डूब गई दीवारे काबा बैठ गई अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह में डूब गई उम्मत से मिला है मौला को कैसा इनाम मुसल्ले पर रो रो के अली क्यों ले
ہیں زینب کا نام مسلے پر رو رو کے علی کیوں لیتے ہیں زینب کا نام مسلے پر اس غیرت دار کی غربت پر روتی ہے علی کی غربت بھی اس غیرت دار کی غربت پر روتی ہے علی کی غربت بھی 40 برس جو کہتا رہا شام شام مسلے پر رو رو کے علی کیوں لیتے ہیں زینب کا نام مسلے پر رو رو کے علی کیوں لیتے ہیں زینب کا نام مسلے پر شبیر کی جانب سے اکبر قاتل کو پلایا تھا شربت شبیر کی جانب سے اکبر قاتل کو پلایا تھا شربت جب یاد علی کو آیا تھا ایک تشنا کام مسلے پر رو رو کے علی کیوں لیتے ہیں زینب کا نام مسلے پر